Great. What's up, you guys? It's been a few months? I don't know, man. I haven't made a video in a long time. So I thought I got stuff. The Z's been sitting there. The Evo, I haven't done much to it. Really, the last video I made was the last time I did anything to any of the cars. I don't want to give you updates on the Evo, but when it comes to this video specifically here, as the title says, and as you can see at the beginning, my window motor on the driver's side of the Z is not working, and that's a common thing that goes out on Z's, and it finally hit me. So yeah, let's go replace that real quick, and let me show you. Hopefully I can show you guys how to do it. I'm gonna have to look it up myself, but I'll definitely you know, hopefully make it a clearer picture if you are wondering how to do it yourself and stuff like that. All right, so for the door panel itself, I have a 2007, so like I have more an updated interior for the Z. If you have an older Z, I think it's slightly different. But basically, there's a bolt under this panel here, and then there's a bolt behind this little plastic piece. So you got to pull this plastic piece off, pop this up, and you can access to it, and then it just pops. Quick glance, like I said, pop those off, bam, bam, 2 bolts. 1 bolt all the way in there. Pretty easy. All right, so I got the door panel off, but just so you guys can see from the back side when you're trying to pull off the door panel, you got these literally these little clips. These pop-in clips, you just have to grab an edge, firmly pull, and they'll pop out. You will have a wire connected here. The switch harnesses is wired under, like it comes under here. You just gotta pull it out. And then up here are your door handles and locks. It's just a wire that comes across that you have to just turn and pull out. Super simple. If you really look at it, it's not that hard to do. Now I need to take off all these bolts for this black panel here to get to the window motor. Probably unhook this down here. Yeah. Yep. Okay. After you get all the surrounding bolts, unclip this. This will still not come out. Okay. And I believe this is the window brackets are being held in here, here, and this should be the window motor, I believe. So yeah. All right, once you get all those bolts out, these two, this one I'm having trouble getting out, but you can I think the whole bolt backs out, so that's why there's a little like a flathead into this bolt. You can do a flathead and a wrench to try to back it out. Mine wouldn't back out, the nut itself wouldn't back out, so I just turned the whole thing and it pulled it out. Now these are the motors. You need to pull these bolts out as well. And yeah, and we should be home free. All right, there's those 3. Put those over here. If you've never actually pulled this panel off before, it's probably going to be pretty stuck against the door seal. I had to pry it a little bit to make it, like, to pull it apart. And here's the back side. Here's the window motor. And you push the rubber grommet out, the window track. My window's down, it's stuck down. I've seen videos where people had the windows all the way up and taped it, and then they did it this way. I think it's fine. It might be a little bit of a pain to line this back up, but you know, we'll cross that bridge with my video when I get to putting it all back together. All right, so once you push these pins in to the side to get this clip out. It will, and then push the rubber grommet all the way through. You'll have it looking like this. Here's the back of the door with the window down. All right, so the window motor is actually screwed into this this bracket. And this is the last thing we got to do is remove these 3 screws, and then the motor can come out and we can swap it in for the new one. But just be warned, be careful removing these screws. We don't want to strip them. All right, old motor out, which is the one on the right. New motor is going in. I have to align that square up with that one right there, and then we are money. All right, I got most of it put back together on one side. On this side, what I did is I didn't tighten all these bolts completely down. Like the motor, I kind of had it just started, and then I kind of worked my way with wiggling it. I wish I could have kind of shown it more, but it's kind of hard holding a camera and filming, so I couldn't. But like I said, I had it a little loose. That way I can have some wiggle room moving it around. I was putting my hand back here, grabbing the track, lining it up with the holes. I started down here, then lined them up. And these are all started, not tight. But now I'm gonna tighten them down and then plug everything together, tighten all the ones around again, and test it before I put the panel on. All right, I got it all back together. I have the car started, I have the harness and my switch plugged in. And now I'm gonna show you the problem I'm running into is, all right, it rolls, the motor works, right? Rolls up and down, not a problem, but look at this. It's hitting the harness. So I need to figure out why is the harness hitting. So I'm gonna pop all these bolts back off and figure that out. All right, I fixed it. So if you watch the cord, it no longer touches. I kind of pinched it against the motor back behind there, and that worked. And I'm not hearing any catching or anything like that. And when it works, woohoo! Now I'll put all the bolts back on, put the door panel back on, and we're done. And the door panel is back on. Let's check it. Working good. So you'll probably see a bunch of videos of, if you're looking up videos how to do this, people have the windows up, have the windows down. You can also see, I think Z1 does a video of doing the window motor replacement, and they take the whole window out. I think leaving the window in is probably the easier route to go, because you have to slide it out, pull it back in. I mean, aligning the brackets isn't too hard to get back on that back panel. But yeah, if you have to reset it, unfortunately, I don't know how to reset your window, because right now for me, it goes up. It's still set perfectly fine how it was before. It rolls down, it goes up for me. So yeah, that's pretty much how you install a window motor in the Z, and hopefully that is helpful. My video is a little more helpful than some others, or not, and you're just referencing multiple videos. But yeah, if you want to subscribe, go ahead right there on the subscribe button. And I should be posting a few more videos more recently, just because I plan to do more stuff. But yeah, I need to repaint my hatch. I don't know if you can tell, the shade is a little different. Same with the fenders. And then I got these Nismo version 3 side skirt add-ons that I'm currently working on to install, and I need to get those painted. So yep. All right, guys, take care. Hope you have a good day, and peace.